Alright, everybody. Well, it is wonderful to be back with you guys again. I think I spilled water all over my chair. Yeah, I'm yellow, if you couldn't tell. I literally yellow. I just got done dyeing a bunch of paper. I did a ginormous batch. So they're currently out dyeing, but one of the things I did dye this batch was some of these papers that I usually add into when I make a sale on Etsy. So these little goodies go up on there. So anytime you guys, at least the blank ones do. So you'll get some vintage ones, you'll get some standardized ones. And then, of course, here pretty soon, as a tester phase, I will be offering a little bit of these colored ones in the packs, too, to start off as a feature for, obviously, a little kit that I'm going to start selling. It's obviously in the pre-stages right now. I'm still working on it. I've only gotten yellow out. But I figured, since I went on a wonderful California beach vacation, and I know it's not summer, but I definitely have discovered that lovely California is almost beach-worthy year-round. So, and now if we go down there in January and I can still swim, then kudos, because, you know, I'm gonna have to invest in a vacation house there when I retire. But anyway, all right, now I pre-cut these a long time ago, and I have a bunch of them because I was meaning to work with ATC cards. Kids, of course, decided that all of a sudden they wanted to play. Like normal, you know. Mom's filming, let's play. Alrighty. And they get outrageous sometimes. So, alrighty, let's get into our project today. So this is kind of like a very free-spirited project. As you can tell, my desk is a little different than normal. This is just a mat that I can lay down easily. If you guys want to see this tutorial, I think this was last week's video that went up while I was on vacation. It was a really simple, easy, and fun tutorial. Maybe a little bit longer than I intended it to be, but I was editing on the fly. But definitely well worth the watch if you want little interchangeable mats like this. Of course, we just had Halloween last night, so I got a little bit of candy here to munch on. And I got like 12 pieces over here in the background that obviously no one can see, but you know, you guys know how it is. Alrighty, so I need a pen, and I could have swore there's no, yeah, okay. So what I want to do is, I like the coloring on this side better. And I've been telling you guys I've been wanting to do ATCs, and I want my writing all crooked. I do. And I've also been saying I want to do more mixed media. So I decided that is what today is going to be, a mixed media ATC. And you see I got some of these broken shells here. They were just too pretty for me to pass up on the beach. Even though they were broken, I really loved just the shell pieces. I love how this one's like worn down and smooth. And I love the colors and the textures. So I just grabbed these up, and even though I was on the beach, because, you know, I decided that I wanted to make some lovely art with them and some little memories. And of course the other half, he was like, those are broken, why don't you throw them back? And of course, you know, I gave him that look, and he's like, oh God, you're gonna make something with them, okay? So I feel so sorry for him, because we didn't anticipate any of this. You know, it was kind of like a spur of the moment, last minute, let's run down to the beach, because on Friday we were supposed to go home first thing in the morning. But because we were in San Diego's only 6 hours from Tucson. So we decided that we would get home at sunset So we went down to the beach and got a last day of the vacation beach overhaul in, and these were some of the seashells we collected while we were down there. And of course, you know, we had a lot of fun doing it. And the anticipation was that we were not going to get into the water, but up to our ankles. Of course, we all know me. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I know me. And I don't know what I was thinking. I should have wore, like, because I wore pants and I folded them up into capris. I should have just wore shorts because I literally, all of me but my face, and even my face got splashed. Like, it was up past my bra. So yeah, I got nice and wet and decided that I wanted to go seashell hunting. And back to the moral of my story, we did not come prepared, so all of the seashells ended up inside of his tennis shoe. One of his tennis shoes got stocked full of all the seashells and my treasures that I had collected. Such a wonderful boo. And he did bring a cheap pair of Walmart tennis shoes down to the beach. Obviously, we don't want to bring the nice pair and stuff seashells in them. And I couldn't stuff the seashells in my shoes because, you know, I was obviously wearing flip-flops, because who wears tennis shoes to the beach? Yeah, I gave him crap the entire trip and asked him why he did not bring the pair of flip-flops that I bought him, because he hates wearing flip-flops. So it's funny. Every time I pick on him about it, I'm like, why didn't you grab your flip-flops? I don't like flip-flops. But of course, halfway through the trip, he's like, next time I'll bring the flip-flops. But it was just such a wonderful trip. We had such a great time. And it's my first time ever at the beach, of course. Now, guys, grab your candy, because we all need a little candy in our lives. Even little Lexi wants some. Come here. Come here. Well, she's still in her Halloween costume from last night. You know how it is. She's got the doggy hangovers. Huh. Did you have a little too much dog biscuits last night and you were too hungover to take off your clothes when you went to bed? Yeah, too many doggy biscuits. I'm about that sand. So, Mom bought me this bottle from Joann's when we got back. And of course, you know, the sand is so fine, it sticks to the side of the bottle. And I put the sand in what was remainder of the seashells that would fit in the top of the bottle in here. And some of them made it onto my memory shelf in the kitchen. And of course, some of them got passed out to friends and family as gifts. All right, of course, we have our paintbrush here, a little paintbrush. And we want an absorbent ground, I think. No, we want the matte, because the matte is what this is going to stick to. But I didn't even think about this. I'm terrible. We'll just use this, because we want some of this sand. I know. Do you want some? It smells fishy, huh? Her nose is all the way in there. I don't think she knows. Oh, it smells like the beach. It does. She doesn't know what to think. Okay. I want some of the sand for this project. And this is very, very fine sand. We only need a little bit. Oh, gotta get off the side there. It's very staticky in there. There, have some sand. I'm sure your dad will love me for that one. Oh, you would have loved the beach. Yes, you would have. We gotta take you next time. I think you would have had so much fun. I think she would have. She probably would have tried to swim away. That's my water. You just drank a bunch in the kitchen. Yes, you did. Yes. Okay, so we got a paintbrush. And I have... Wow. See, it's morning for me. So this is... Okay, yeah. This is what I want. So I literally did not come prepared for this. But at the same time I came prepared... Oh, the neighbor's dogs are barking. Sorry, guys. They wanted to get in their 5 cents. But, yeah, so usually I come more prepared for this, but it's first thing in the morning, and me and filming in the morning, just, no, not prepared at all. Not prepared at all. Because you know it's morning. So, I'm just going to take some of this heavy gel mat. And we're going to go ahead and grab some sand here. Yes, we're just going to pick up the sand and directly put it on our gel mat. Oh my, what are you doing, baby? Oh my, are they barking at you? Are they barking? They're barking. I don't care. I got my mom. I know. What? Hi, Fluff. He's down there in bed. Yeah, he's in the doggo bed. Okay, so I don't want to get sand inside of my gel mat. So I'm going to go ahead and grab another brush. Oh, it looks like I might end up with sand. That's okay. No. It's okay if there's a little bit. It gives the next project some random texture, you know. So I'm not going to smooth this out with this brush because this is just kind of like my get it out of the thing brush. There we go. Yeah. All right. I just want to dab it and give the paste some texture, I think. There we go. And I literally just want to, actually I kind of want to just pour the sand on there. Like we're embossing it. There we go. Lots and lots of sand. I'm just going to kind of press it in there. Yeah, I want it to stick really nice like. What? And of course, you know this stuff is very fine. The only beach my mom's ever been to is Rocky Point. So when I brought home this sand and let her feel it, she was like, oh my god, that stuff is super fine and super soft and amazing. Because I guess the sand at Rocky Point is not as magnificent. Oh! It's stuck. Okay. I'm going to get this sand back in there. Okay. I want to clean that off of there. Yeah. Okay. Now, I did want to work with some paints with this, so I'm kind of going to let this sand dry. And I'll be back with you because I obviously got to go rinse out my brushes. Alright guys, so in Lexi's place we have tissue, a very crappy hand towel, and some water. Figured I'd grab it while I was out rinsing the brushes. And of course we got some candy here, so we got to get a bunch of water to offset the dehydration. There we go. It was so weird in California. I decided I'm going to go with the smaller palette today. I have this big one, but I figure I can mix the yellows and the oranges to get what I want. And just, you know, play around a little bit, not have to get out as many tools. And I kind of like the idea of using this smaller palette for my ATCs. But as I was saying, I really liked how in California the humidity, and when I was younger I was never used to the humidity, but in California for some reason it seemed not so bad. Of course the temperature was a lot lower. Here in Tucson, if it gets humid, oh my god, we die because it's over 100 plus degrees and humid. Alright, so we're gonna, Oh, this is red. I want orange. Well, it looks like we're going to have to dig into the other palette because I don't want to make orange. I want orange already pre-made. Alrighty. We're going to go with this orange. And you know what? Let's go for it. I want to get that little bit scarlet one and a really bright one to come down into here and blend a little bit. All right. So I'm going to need, I don't think I need an absorbent ground, but just to be safe, we're going to go ahead and, well, you know what? No, because I want the words to show through. So, and it is a paper background. So I'm just going to go for it. I should have brought out my heat gun, but that's okay. Alrighty. Now for this, I want a flat brush, but I don't want a big flat. Here we go. Perfect. We don't want a big flat brush because the ATC card is so small. Now it's been quite a while since I've officially painted. So you know if my sunset comes out all wonker, that is okay. I painted some tulips, and I think I showed you guys in a previous video for my sister's bridesmaids party. It was really, really fun. It really, really was. And I painted a ladybug on mine, and I think I was telling you guys, and all the girls, of course, loved it. So they wanted me to paint a ladybug on all of theirs. And by the time I got done, I wound up painting like 25 ladybugs. It was silly. So, yeah, I used to paint a lot when I was pre-teen and into my teen years with my mom, but we mostly did ceramics. Sometimes I did like paintings like this, but not very often. Now I'm just gonna, you know, dab it to kind of blend it with the background here. I don't want to see too many of the brush strokes. And we have a lot less paint on the edge of our brush, if you could tell. There you go. See? A lot less paint. So we're just kind of blending the edges to make it look a little bit more natural. All right. So I want to do the darker. I want to start off with the dark. Yeah, I do. So we're going to do the dark as the horizon. And of course, you know, we end up with a lot inside of there, but that's okay. And don't get rid of that yellow. We can use it not only for blending, but for finishing touches. Alright, so let's set the horizon right here. And I don't want to give it too much of a curve, because I didn't notice the curve as much, but I kind of want to give it a slight curve, just enough to know it's there. And of course, you got the ripple and the waves on the water, so you kind of want to add that a little bit. Nothing crazy, just light brushes. Oh, and I just realized we're going to need white for the wave caps. Alright, let's rinse this crimson from our brush. Ew, it came out a nasty color mixed in with that yellow. Alright, there we are. And I just want to go back in with this orange, this lighter orange. Just add some color texturing. Oh. just do it. Of course, I want to keep a lot of the lighter really close to the sun. Really, really close to the sun. And, you know, maybe we want a couple of clouds lighting up the sky. Just a few, though. Not too many. There we go. Oh, I had a blonde moment there. That's okay, though. See, it wipes right off. Alright. We got sand everywhere. Alright, now I kind of want to... See, look at that, how it blends really well. So let's go in and we're going to just lighten up some of this orange a little bit. And I want to blend it into the clouds a little bit too and make them actually look like clouds. And our orange and our yellow are drying. There we go. A little bit of a cloud right there. Yeah, I love it. It's so pretty. Okay, now I want to go in with this darker yellow. Oh, gotta put the orange back on there. And I know I've used this one, so I'm gonna rinse out my brush a little. Look at those pretty cascading colors. Yeah, okay. Now I want to come in with this lighter yellow. Now, of course, we're going to draw our sun. And I think around the sun, I'm going to go with the crimson. But I need a fine brush for that. So let's grab a really fine brush. Here we go. Of course, I want this light yellow to be a big dot. I got this old brush, but it's a good brush. It's just a nice little circle brush that we can draw our sun with. There we go. And I really want them to stand out, so I'm going to put extra, read all about it on there. There we go. Yeah, I like that. I really want you to tell that that's the sun. And as many of you seen those photos that I think I should have one coming out today, one more coming out tomorrow. You really, really get to see the sunset, and that's kind of what inspired this video. Was the sunset, obviously, and just how magnificent it was. Now, I want that to dry a little before I go in and add the touch-ups with the red. All right. Make sure that no one messaged me and it stopped the video. Alright guys, we got some Smarties. Break out the candy, guys. It's the day after Halloween. We get to eat what the kids didn't get. The leftovers, right? Or like my mom and my older brother. Not really my brother, but my brother used to do. They'd go through and rate all the good candy. Like the Reese's. They got like half of the Reese's. Those are the ones my brother always took him. I don't remember what Mom took. She always took some odd ones. It's kind of funny. Alright, so I'm going to stick with this this crimson. And it was already open. Because this small kit I bought a while back. And I used it a bit. I actually painted on some locally sourced rocks. And it came out really pretty. Really, really. Let me get rid of some of this. There we go. Much better. This end is like a lot thicker than I anticipated, so I might come in with the yellow and blend it some. Yeah, I picked up some of the yellow. Alright, so I want a little bit more, and I think this is the lighter yellow. We're going to go in with just a tad bit and blend it along this edge because it's so dark. But I think it's just adding a brilliant color and making the sun really stand out at the same time. And what I also want to do, I don't want to use this brush though. I don't think I have a real, I'm going to have to pick up a dry brush. There, let's try this one and see how it turns out. I'm actually going to have to mix a little bit here. I'm going to put a little bit of this yellow down because we're going to be doing some blending, guys. And I want more yellow. There we go. We're just going to give the sun a bit of texture in the sky. Just not too much, but just enough. Just a little bit. There we go. To kind of give it a 3D effect. Just a little. I don't know, maybe a Bob Ross. Thank you, Grandma. Bob Ross blended off. Or I think he molded off on everyone, though, because I've seen his stuff everywhere. More lately. Of course, I got paint on my hand, but that's okay. I don't want... Alright, just directly around the sun, and then we can go in with the yellow and blend it out from there. And of course, we can raise this out a little bit. I want to go in with the red and just smooth your... You can just hit the bottom of these clouds a little bit. Just a tad. Nothing crazy. Just enough to pick up the colors and follow the really direct lines. I think personally that's what I would do. There we go. Yeah, I like those clouds. Gives them a lot of texture. Yeah. Now I want to go in with some yellow and just blend around the sun. Just blend it, and I don't want that brush. I want this one. Alright, let's I'm just gonna go back in and do a little bit of blending. And I hope you guys either grab an ATC or grab your journal, because that's where this is going. This is going in my journal. And just blend it out. And I hope you guys decide to paint with me, or even the cover of a journal. I'm going to be doing that coming up here pretty soon too. I've been wanting to get back into painting and get back into artistry, actual physical art. So you'll start seeing stuff like that coming up too. There. I really love it. I think, so I don't want to be able to see the words under the sun, so I'm just going to put a big right there where the sun's at. Because I want the sun to be the center focal. Yes, just like that. And that'll also give me a chance to lighten up some of this red on the edge. And chance it, have fun, do something new and crazy. Like me dropping that of paint right on the sun. And it's going to add a really awesome 3D effect, I think. Of course, you know, the paint's going to take forever to dry, but whatever. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, let's Let's clean out our brush. And I think, oh yeah, I still need white. We need white for the wave caps, which means we're going to need this yellow to play with those wave caps some. And I'm going to have some red up in there, but that's okay. That is okay. So I want you back where you belong. And we don't need the orange anymore, but we do need the whites. We don't need this one. Or I don't think we need that one either. Perfect. Oh my, this is gonna be fun. Fun, fun, fun. Fun, fun, fun. Tell your daddy took the T-bird away. Name that song. And go. It always pops up in my head every time I say that. Kind of silly. Okay. So, screw it. We're just going to put a little bit of white there. We don't need too much. And of course, you know, the joy about using this ATC for this, when you're done with it, you can turn around and paint it into something else. Alright. And I want bubbly, of course, you know. It's got a... Oh man, the waves were so pretty. I loved them so much. It was awe-inspiring seeing the just magnificent waves. And I literally want to paint one right up on the sand, right on there. And that will also get a wave underneath the texture of the sand. So you can kind of, you know, see the wave a little bit. And of course you can see it anyway through the sand. Oh, and of course we got sand on our brush, so we gotta brush it out a little bit. There. I love it. I think it came out so beautiful. But of course, you know, we're not done yet. We have to add our seashells. Now, I can't decide. I think I'm just gonna, I don't know. I do want to add, I want this one. I think it's so, I wonder if I could do this one. It's kind of like, nah. Maybe just put them in the sand, you think? Of course, I do really want to be able to feel the texture of the sand. I think this one, yeah. What do you think? Because you got to find seashells on the beach. I mean, that's like the main reason why I drug the other half back down to the beach, I think, was to find more seashells. And I think I'm happy with that. So let's go ahead and get our gel going here. Obviously, I want to personally get a new brush because I don't want all that stuff. I'm hoping, yeah, it feels like these will be porous enough. Okay. Alright, let's get this on here. Oh, I just got yellow paint on my finger. My bad. From my outstanding sun. There we go. Very, very. Now this is very smooth and I hope it's porous enough. I feel like it should be. Alright. I really liked this piece when I saw it. I kind of had to have it. Because this was, literally, this is the first piece I seen that I decided that I kind of wanted to do an ATC. And then, of course, I seen this one and it was all downhill from there. I think I nearly dove in the water for those two. I'm going to kind of just fill this because I don't want it falling off. Of course, I know it's going to have to sit forever and dry. But that's okay. There we go. Right there. Yes. I love it. All right, now we just need it to dry, obviously. And I accidentally took off some of that yellow paint, so I want to add a tad bit more. I'm going to clean out this brush some. Because I really just, I want this sun to be 3D right up there with these seashells to kind of give it a little bit of balance. And I feel like the top is empty, so I did have a little bit of a plan for that. No, that's not yellow. Oh, did I put the wrong? Oops, I think I did. Oh well. I guess you're getting the red cap. My bad. Okay. There. And we are finished painting, guys. I hope you enjoyed the painting. I really did. I haven't painted, like I said, in so long. Really love the way the clouds came out. I love the seashells. Of course, you know, I didn't add these, so I can add those to a different one. Maybe tomorrow or something if I decide to do another ATC. God knows I have plenty of stuff here. I could probably do a second one. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Alright, and don't forget to clean your brushes, guys. They can get expensive, and the last thing we need, of course, is one project to let them dry, and then we don't have a brush for our next project. Alright, let's pick a sticker. From the heart, actually. That one just, our good life. Embrace your journey. I feel like that one's way too big. Be your best. Too bad it didn't say be at rest. That's actually what I really need. Because sometimes I discovered that in my journey with my lady friend that did life coaching, is sometimes I just need to learn to be at rest. See, I want them in gold. Yeah, we'll just do dwell in the travel, fearless, good life. I like good life. I feel like it fits. There. Yes. It is very beautiful. I love it. And of course I have to design a slip for the back because it's basic cardboard. I used recycled cardboard. That's pretty much what I do for all of my ATCs. So, alrighty, I'm going to let this dry and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye!